This is Mrs. Munoz with a video on the balancing equations slides. This is the level 3 and 4 with branches assignment. And there is an example equation to do. And after you do this example, you'll have 8 more to do on your own. So remember that on balancing equations, the whole goal is to get each element to have the same number on both sides. So you're just going to start by dragging one of each formula over to the reactant side and over to the product side. And I would line them up underneath. So I'm going to put AlCl3 here, BaCO3 here, and Al2CO3. And you'll notice that on this one, with the 3 here outside the parentheses, that just means that I have 3 of them. So that's why that one has 3 branches. That's what the branches mean. You probably are going to want to use your arrows, but if you don't use the arrow, just make sure you click on the corner when you move it. That'll help make sure that on these one with branches, there's some text boxes, and you want to make sure you move the whole thing together. Okay, so pick an element. It doesn't really matter which one. Sometimes I start left to right. So here on the reactant side, I have 1 Al. On the right, I see that I have 2 Als. So I know that I'm going to need another AlCl3. So I'm going to drag one of these over. Now I have 2 Als on each side. Now I've got 6 chlorines because these subscripts matter. So I've got 6 chlorine. On the product side, I only have 2. So I'm going to drag 2 more of these up here. And now I have 6 chlorine on the product side. So that is even. Then I'm going to look at barium. There are 3 barium atoms on the product side. I only have 1 on the reactant side. So I'm going to need 2 more of these BaCO3 boxes. And so what I want you to think about with CO3, we have learned that that is a polyatomic ion called carbonate, and you want to think of it as a group. So CO3, you have 3 of them. And if you look at the end of these branches, you have 3 groups of CO3. And so actually those are even now. If you just check each element, 2 Als on each side, 3 Bas on each side, 6 chlorine on each side, and then 3 groups of CO3 on each side. So this is all balanced. And then for your coefficients, you are going to count your boxes. So 2 boxes of AlCl3, 3 boxes of the BaCO3, 1 of the Al2CO3, just 1 of those, and then 3 of these BaCl2s. And so that is the example equation, and that's how those are going to look. You have 8 more to do on your own.